In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know about mods in Once Human. I'll go over damage tests for each mod type, including violent, precision, talents, and specific weapon damage boosts, like Power Surge. By the end, I'll help you optimize your mod conversion process so you can easily get your best-in-slot mods. Plus, I'll share my personal tips and tricks to help you secure the best mods faster and make the grind smoother. Before we dive in, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please like the video and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future quality guides. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I always reply whenever I have some free time. Alright, that's it for what you can expect in this video. So let's jump straight into the damage tests and make everything crystal clear. For the damage tests, we'll be trying out a variety of setups, but we'll keep the weapon consistent. The Outer Space SMG, since it provides the most stable numbers across all damage types in the game. Alright, that's it for the damage tests. If you appreciate the work I put into this video, hit that like button, thanks. Now, let's sum up what we've seen so far. As you noticed, the damage difference between mods is minimal. The weapon damage stat showed the worst performance in these tests, which could be due to the dummy's 5% damage reduction on normal bullet hits. But honestly, it feels like diminishing returns start earlier on this stat than others. Most other mods offer similar gains, until a point when you'll start noticing reduced boosts from investing further, due to diminishing returns. However, mods that provide bonus damage against specific enemy types, like normal, elite, or boss enemies, seem immune to this damage drop-off. For PvE, no matter what build you play, the best stat to focus on is the bonus against enemies, followed by attributes that suit your build, like crit damage, weapon damage, weak spot damage, status damage, or specific boosts for build effects, like Power Surge. I couldn't test if unique boosts, like Power Surge, also have diminishing returns, like other bonuses, but I'm guessing they work the same way. The damage against enemies stat is the biggest multiplier, applied at the end after your base damage, and all other bonuses, like crit damage, making it a must-have stat. After reviewing a lot of gear recently, it's clear that most players build their mods the wrong way, usually stacking a single stat, like crit damage, weak spot, or weapon damage, and forgetting the bonus against specific enemy types. This is a big reason why your builds might not hit as hard as mine when I showcase them. If you want to understand other factors that affect your damage, check out my best PvE guide based on the Jaws pistol, where I cover everything you need to know for PvE. For anyone looking for the best tips on upgrading blueprints, there's also a video on my channel, where I cover essential tips and tricks for that topic. And that's not all, I've got content covering gameplay tips for the hardest content, updates, and so much more. So if you want to keep up with my quality content, don't forget to subscribe. Soon, I plan to start streaming with my real voice. Right now, I'm using AI-generated voice for my content, but I still create all text and content myself, and I'm not hiding it. What's my recommendation for players struggling against specific enemy types, like boss or elite enemies? Since every mod has 4 prefixes, it's impossible to create a single gear set that's effective against all enemy types. That's why I recommend making 3 presets for PvE, 1 for normal, elite, and boss enemies. This way, you can quickly apply the right preset for each encounter without a drop in damage. I know even creating one good set can be challenging. It took me about 1,300 controllers to get my mods, but it could take more or less depending on your luck. That's why I prepared my best tips and tricks to help you get those best in-slot mods. First, I'll show you how to maximize your controller gain, so you can keep farming silos and monoliths for the highest possible chances. Plus, I'll cover additional ways to get mods without controllers. After that, we'll move on to mod conversion optimization, so you can fuse useless mods you've picked up and hopefully turn them into something valuable. If you've got questions or your own tips, feel free to drop them in the comments. To start with controllers, first purchase all available ones from town traders. This is an easy, one-time thing per season. Make sure to finish commissions too, as they grant a large number every week. Another option is completing the weekly moving house task, which is simple. If you can't find the house, just ask in chat, and others can share the location. The final option is completing 3 events daily, with each giving 1 controller. The daily count resets with other dailies. Worth noting, we used to get 3 controllers from the Warband shop, but they're no longer available on PvE servers, at least for the Way of Winter scenario. Let me know how it is in the Manibus server. If you're out of controllers, or want to boost your chances of getting good mods, I have some extra tips on acquiring them from the map. First, you can buy mods from Nisa. She offers 2 mods for each build. To get Sproutlets, you'll need to join PvP events on the map. Second, Severin sells 20 mod crates with pro quality. These are useful since you can pick the mod type you want. If you need weapon or armor mod parts for upgrades, you can also buy them from Severin at a decent price. If you're short on Stellar Planula, you can get it from quests, Morphic crates, and hidden chests. On Manibus, you can do the Ancient One event, which gives a lot of currency, resetting every week. I'm not sure if we have something similar in Way of Winter, Let me know in the comments. For farming mods without controllers, try doing chest runs on the map. I recommend my go-to farm route, not just for mods, but also for essential materials like chaosium, platinum crystals, rubber, or electronic parts. You can get 10 mods every 4 hours in this location. Check out the full video on my channel to follow along and avoid getting lost in caves. Before diving into mod conversion optimization, I recommend farming only pro mode content since it provides higher quality mods. If solo play is tough, find others to team up with. Let your party know if you might not meet their expectations so they're not surprised. Once you're set with mods and feel like the grind for small upgrades isn't worth it, consider saving controllers for future content. This is what I'm doing now. This way, when new mods or upgrades drop, you'll have controllers saved up and ready to go. To farm weapon-specific mods, get them from Prime Wars on Manibus or Chaos Weavers if you're on the Way of Winter. Resonance mods come from high-risk events on Manibus, or the Thermal Tower Purification on Way of Winter. For mod conversion optimization, here's how to increase your odds of getting the best mods. To convert to a specific mod, you need at least 3 of that mod type, which unlocks the conversion. Once unlocked, you can choose the suffix type, but avoid using autofill or random suffix selection, as these might waste your best mods. Lock any high-quality mods you don't want to risk losing to keep them safe. Next, choose conversion mods carefully. For example, if your build focuses mainly on status damage, use mods with suffixes you don't need in the 2 extra slots, like precision suffix mods. And as a general tip, start with mods you wouldn't use in any build. For instance, something like Secluded Strike. Let's walk through an example with a Talents mod, as the same method applies to all mod types. Start by selecting Talents, and you'll notice there are 4 blank slots. Each of these slots must contain a Talents mod to guarantee a Talents result after conversion. I highly recommend using only mods with a purple attribute, and ideally, at least 1 additional blue attribute here. Lower quality mods, especially without blue or purple prefix, will reduce your chances of locking in those purple, blue, and green attributes you really want to have on our Best in Slot mod. To give you a quick breakdown on the quality of conversion results, the worst outcome would be a guaranteed green attribute. From there, you could get at most 1 gray, then a minimum rarity common. The best possible outcome would be a guaranteed rare, with all other attributes being green, and sometimes even up to 2 blues with guaranteed purple. Using 6 mods, stacked with purple and blue attributes, gives you the best shot at a minimum rarity common with decent results. If you opt for lower quality mods, expect your conversion to drop in quality. So, to hit those blue attributes consistently with purple, you'll need 6 purple, 8 blue, and around 3 green attributes across all mods involved. Going any lower in quality is likely to tank your results. That covers the process, so if you're aiming to boost those conversion chances and lock in high-quality mods, this method will give you the best shot. Finally, blue mods for chests can boost your PvE damage, so grab these for a quick DPS gain. They're farmable in lower-level areas. If you're on the Manibus server, check out my Blue Mods Farm Route Guide. For Way of Winter players, a Blue Mod Farm Route video is coming soon. Stay tuned. If you haven't yet watched my full PvE guide on increasing damage, check it out for tons of tips and tricks. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you appreciate what I do, drop a like and consider subscribing for more quality once human content. See you in the next one.